Shanti, Om Shanti. Today, 4th December 2024, Morning Bulli Baptada Madhavan. Essence, sweet children, everything depends on remembrance. It is only by having remembrance that you become sweet. It is only in this remembrance that you battle with Maya. Question: which secret of this drama do only children think about and is worth churning deeply? Answer: you know that no one's part in this drama can be performed twice in a cycle. All the parts that are performed by everyone in the whole world are completely new. You think about how the days have been changing from the golden age until now, how the entire activity changes. The part of daily activities that is recorded in each soul for 5,000 years can never change. This tiny matter cannot enter the intellect of anyone except you children. Om Shanti. The spiritual father asks you, spiritual children, sweetest children, you are able to see your future most elevated faces and most elevated costumes. This is the most auspicious conference age. You feel that you are to go into the once dynasty in the golden aged new world, which is called the land of happiness. You are now becoming the most elevated human beings for that place. While sitting here, you should have these thoughts. When students are studying, their intellects are definitely aware of what they will become tomorrow. In the same way, whilst you sit here, you should be aware that you will go into the dynasty of Vishnu. Your intellects have now become alokik. Other human beings do not turn these things around in their intellects. This is not a common satsang. While sitting here, you understand that you are sitting in the company of you true Baba, the one called Shiva. Shiv is the creator, so only he knows the beginning, middle, and the end of his creation, and of this creation. Only he gives us this knowledge. He gives it is as though he is telling us a story of yesterday. While sitting here, you remember that you have come here to be rejuvenated, that is, to exchange your present bodies for divine bodies. This soul says, this is my old, totally impure Tamopradhan body. I will exchange it for a body like that one. Our aim and objective is very easy. The father, the teacher, is who is teaching you would surely be cleverer than you students who are studying. He is teaching you and showing you how to perform good acts. You understand that code. The highest on high is now teaching you, and so he would definitely make you into deities. This study is for the new world. No one else knows about the new world at all. Lakshmi and Narayan are the master of the new world. The deities would also be number wise. Not everyone can be the same because this is a kingdom. Continue to have such thoughts. We souls are now remembering the pure father in order to change from impure to pure. You souls remember your sweet father. The father himself says, by remembering me, you will become pure. And Satopradhan, everything depends on the pilgrimage of remembrance. The father would definitely ask you, children, for how long you remember him. It is on this pilgrimage of remembrance that you battle Ved Maya. You understand what this battle is. This is not a pilgrimage, it is more like a battle. You have to remain very cautious in this. There is no question of storms of Maya in this knowledge. You children say, I try to remember you, but just one storm of Maya knocks me down. The number one storm is body consciousness. Then there is the storm of lust, anger, greed, and attachment. You children say, Baba, I try very much to stay in remembrance so that no obstacle come, but in spite of that, storms do come. Today it would be anger, and tomorrow it would be storm of greed. Baba, today my stage was very good. I did not experience any storm throughout the whole day. I experienced great happiness. I remembered the father with a lot of love, and I even have tears of love. By having remembrance of the father, you will become very sweet. You also understand where you have reached by being defeated by Maya. No one understands this. People speak of hundreds of thousands of years, or they say that it has continued from beginning of time. You would say we are once again changing from humans into deities. Only the father comes and gives this knowledge. Only the unique father, the one without an image, can give this unique knowledge. This incorporeal one is called the one without an image. How does the incorporeal one give this knowledge? The father himself explained how he entered this body. In spite of that, people become confused. And does he always come in same body? Confused and ask, does he always come in the same body? In this drama, this body has been made the instrument. This there cannot be a slight change. Only you understand these things, then explain them to others. It is souls that study and teach. Souls are most valuable, souls are eternal, whereas bodies die. We souls are receiving the knowledge, the is knowledge of the creator in the beginning, middle, and the end of 84 births of creation from the supreme father, the supreme soul, who is receiving this knowledge. We souls, you souls, have now understood the incorporeal world and the subtle region from the knowledgeful father. Human beings do not know that they have to consider themselves to be souls. They consider themselves to be bodies, and so they are dangling upside down. It is remembered that the soul is the truth, a living being, and embodiment of bliss. The greatest praise is of the Supreme Soul. There is so much praise of the One Father. He alone is the remover of sorrow and the bestower of happiness. You would not praise a mosquito, etc., as much as saying that it removes sorrow and bestows happiness and is an ocean of knowledge. No one, no, this praise belongs to the Father. You children too are master removers of sorrow and bestower of happiness. You children didn't have this knowledge previously. It was as though you had babies' intellect. Little children don't have knowledge, nor do they have any defects. Therefore, because they are pure, they are called great souls. The smaller the child, more the child is like a number one flower. It is as though he is in the completely kamati stage. The child does not know about actions, sinful actions, and neutral actions, and is therefore like a flower. He attracts everyone just as the Father, one Father, attracts everyone. The Father has come to attract everyone and make them into fragrant flowers. Some still remain thorns. Those who are under the influence of five vices are called thorns. The number one thorn is body consciousness. It is through this thorn that other things or all other thorns take birth. A forest of thorns gives a lot of pain. There are many varieties of thorn in a forest. That is why this world is called the land of sorrow. There are no thorns in the new world, which is why the world that world is called the land of happiness. Shiv Baba creates a garden of flowers and Ravan changes in it into a forest of thorns. This is why Ravan is burnt with branches of thorns, whereas flowers are offered to the Father. Only the Father and you children know that about these things. No one else can know them. You children know that the same part cannot be played twice in the drama. It is in your intellects that all the parts that are performed by everyone in the world are new. Just think about how the days change from the golden age until now, how the whole of this or your activity changes. Each of you souls has record of your activities of 5,000 years recorded in you. It can never be changed. Each of you souls has your own part be recorded in you. Even this little matter cannot enter the intellects of anyone. You now know the past, present, and future of this drama. This is the school whereas the Father teaches you to become pure by remembering Him. Did you ever think that the Father would come and teach you a study to become pure from impure? By studying this, you become the masters of the world. The books of the path of devotion are separate, they cannot be called a study. Without this knowledge, how could there be salvation? Without the Father, how could you receive this knowledge with which you can attain salvation, which you perform devotion when you are in salvation? There there is abundance of happiness there. So why should you perform devotion? It is only at this time that you receive this knowledge. The whole of this knowledge is inculcated into your souls. A soul doesn't belong to any religion. When a soul adopts a body, he says what religion belongs to. What is the religion of a soul? Firstly, each soul is like a point. Souls are embodiments of peace and they reside in the land of happiness. The Father now explains that all children have a right over the Father. Many children who have been converted to the other religion will emerge again and return to their original religion. All the leaves that moved away from the deity religion and were converted to the other religion will return to their own place. First of all, you have to give the introduction of Father. Everyone is confused about these things. Do you children understand who is now teaching you? The unlimited Father Shri Krishna is about living. Brahma Baba is understand who is now teaching you. The unlimited Father Shri Krishna is about living. Brahma Baba is called Dada, elder brother. All of you are brothers. Then everything depends on your status. Whatever the body of brother is like, whatever the body of a sister is like, each soul is just a tiny star. All of this knowledge is recorded in you, tiny star. A star without a body cannot speak. Each of you stars receive many organs with which to perform your parts. The world is of you stars is completely separate from this world. Souls come here and adopt bodies. A body can be big or small, your souls remember your father, and that too is whilst you are in bodies. While will you souls remember the father when you are in the home? No, there you are not aware of where you are. It is when souls and the supreme soul are the both in bodies that their meeting can take place. It is remembered that souls and the supreme soul remain separated for a long period of time. For how long were they separated? Do you remember for how long you were separated? From every second passing, it has now been 5,000 years. You are to begin again with your number one. This is an accurate account. If someone asks you when this one took birth, you can tell them accurately. Sri Krishna takes the number one birth. You cannot calculate the minute or seconds or of when Shiva Baba takes birth. For Krishna, you can calculate the date, minutes, and second. Human clock can make a difference in the calculation. You cannot tell when Shiva Baba comes, but there cannot be slightest difference in the movement he incarnates. You cannot say that he come or he came when you had a vision of him. No, you can just guess this, but you cannot calculate the minute or seconds. His incarnation is alokik, not physical. He comes at the time of the unlimited night. You can tell the movement when other incarnation take place. For instance, when a soul enters his body, the costume that the soul takes is at first small, and then the costume gradually grows. Each soul with his body comes out of womb. You have to churn these things and then explain to them to others. There are so many human beings, and not one of them can be identical to another. Just as you have large hall, so the stage on which you act out of this unlimited play is very large. You children come here to change from human beings into Narayan and to claim a high status in the new world that the Father creates. However, this old world is going to be destroyed. The new world is being established through Baba, and he then has to sustain it. It must definitely be when he sheds this body and takes a new one that he can then come again and sustain the new world. The old world has to be destroyed before then. This haystack has to be set on fire at the end. Only Bharat will remain, everything else will be destroyed. Only a few will remain in Bharat. You are now making efforts so that you don't experience any punishment after destruction. If your sins are not absolved, you will experience punishment and you will not receive any status. When people ask you where you are going, tell them that you are going to be meet Shibaba, who has come in body of Brahma. This Brahma is not Shiva. The more you know the Father, the more love you will have to for him. Baba says, children, do not love anyone else. Break off your love with everyone else and connect it to just the one. This is just like the lover and beloved. There are 108 who become true lovers, but even out of them, only 8 really become true lovers. There is a rosary of 8. The 9 jewels have been remembered. These are 8 beads at, and the ninth is Baba. There are 8 main cities, and then the family up to the end of Silver Age is of 16,101 princes and princess. Baba shows you heaven or the palm of his hand. You children have the intoxication that you are becoming the masters of the world. You have to make this deal with Baba. It is said scarcely any businessmen would make this deal. There are not any such businessmen, so you children have to keep the enthusiasm of going to Baba, the one who reside up above, because people don't know him. They just say that he will come at the end. It is now that same end of the Iron Age. It is the same time of the Gita and Mahabharata. Those same Yadavas are now making those missiles. It is the same kingdom of those Kauravas, and you are the same Pandavas standing here. You children are earning an income while you sit at home. God has come to while you sit at home. This is why Baba tells you to earn your income. This life has been remembered as being as valuable diamonds. You must not now waste it by chasing after shells. You are now making the whole world into the untimely death. Baba opens the locks on your intellects, whereas my locks, your intellects. You mothers have been given the urn of knowledge. This is one who gives power to you, innocent and weak ones. This knowledge is the nectar. The knowledge written in the scripture is not called nectar. Acha, to you, sweetest beloved, long lost and now found children, love, remembrance, and good morning from the mother, the father, the Baba. The spiritual father says namaste to the spiritual children. The spiritual children says namaste to the spiritual father. Thank you, Baba. Essence, stay attracted to the one father and become a fragrant flowers. Burn all your thorns of body consciousness away in the fire of remembering your sweet father. It is in this birth that is valuable as diamonds, and you have to accumulate an imperishable income. You must not waste it by chasing after worthless cells. Worthless cells. Have true love for the one father and stay in the company of the one blessing. May you have the fortune of happiness of Brahmin life and constantly eat the nourishment of happiness and share it with others. May you have the fortune of happiness of Brahmin life and constantly eat the nourishment of happiness and share it with others. No one in this world can be fortunate as you, Brahmin, because all of you receive Bap Dada Sar throne in this life alone. You constantly eat the nourishment of happiness and share it with others. At this time, you are carefree emperors. At no other time throughout the whole cycle do you have such a carefree life. In the golden age, you will be carefree, but you won't have any of this knowledge there. At this time, you have this knowledge, and this is why it emerged in your hearts that no one is as fortunate as you are. Slogan: those who have right to self-sovereignty at the confidence age will claim a right to the kingdom of the world in the future. Thank you, Baba. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti. Love you.